Welcome back. With growing debate over the health of pop star Ariana Grande following the release of her latest music video, media personality Carrie Bickmore has revealed she's facing a weird conundrum over whether she should discuss the singer's appearance with her daughters, who are big fans. Joining us on The Debrief today, Lyndsey Kirkwood from the Wine Chats podcast in Brisbane and journalist James Royce in Melbourne. Thank you both for joining us. Lyndsey, is this a conversation that needs to happen?
Oh, I agree with Carrie. I have a 10-year-old daughter who idolizes her, and to be able, there's so many body image issues right now. It's mind-boggling that we have to save our little girls from these images of her. But then on the other hand, just because she's famous, she doesn't owe us her medical records, right? She doesn't owe us an explanation. But clearly, she's very thin, and I think she should address it to the media. I don't know if that's a popular opinion, just to put the mind at ease.
James, your thoughts?
Firstly, Ariana's business is up to her, but at the same time, she is a public figure. And I think that this sort of scandal or this headline is a good gateway, I guess, if parents are worried, to maybe have a sensitive and respectful chat about body image and eating disorders. It's not just also women that have and girls that have eating disorders. There's gym bras. We have body dysmorphia as well. So perhaps we can use it as a good chance to maybe have some chats about these kind of health issues.
Indeed. Moving on, she's now 2 years into the job, but a new poll has revealed more than half of those surveyed were unable to name our Governor-General, Sam Mostyn. So, James, is this more about the role itself?
I think it is, yeah. There's no reason that her role touches the lives of everyday Australians. It's a symbolic role that is the representative of the king who lives on the other side of the world. People are worried about putting food on their table. They're worried about the safety of their neighbourhoods. They're worried here in Melbourne about whether their local bar is going to get firebombed tonight. They're not worried about someone who, hosts high teas.
Sam Mostyn is certainly one of the most prominent Governor-Generals. Does interviews, actively posts on social media. Lyndsey, what do you think's happening here?
Honestly, I'm going to throw myself under the bus. I didn't even know who she was. I didn't even know that role still existed. I'm a period drama buff, and I actually thought it was a role from back in the day. I didn't know it was a Crown-appointed role, and maybe people just aren't interested in the royal family, the Crown. I don't know what's happening, but maybe people need to Google her, because I actually found it really interesting to find out this morning what she actually does, or what that role actually does.
Right. And finally, something that has definitely got the nation talking. Jetstar has announced they will begin charging passengers to put their carry-on bags in the overhead locker from February next year. Over $25 on one-way domestic flights, up to $52 for international. Lyndsey, are you on board with this?
I think I am. Look, I think so many things have been having their prices raised, so a lot of people are a little bit angry about this, and that's rightfully so. But I think if it streamlines the whole check-in process, it's a good thing, because how many times do you check into a Jetstar flight and it's delayed and you're late? So that's the whole hope in it, right? And plus to keep the flight prices down. That's what they're saying. So if they do what they're saying, I think it's a good thing.
James?
Look, I actually like Jetstar. It's a great way to cheaply travel across the place, but I'm slightly cynical. If they wanted to speed up the boarding process and improve their departure and on-time arrivals, well, yeah, have the one-bag limit, but why are you imposing an up to $52 fee just to board first and put your bag in the locker? I'm part of the Jetstar online customer panel kind of community they have. I noticed that I don't think they surveyed anyone on this. So I'm surprised, I'm disappointed, and it will actually make me think twice before booking Jetstar moving forward. And that's from a Jetstar customer.
And the transition will be interesting when we get to February. Those who have got the extra to put up there and those trying to work out how to put the bag under their seat. It might be a bit confusing there for a while.
Yeah, it'll be really uncomfortable too. If you've got a full backpack and you're flying to Bali and you've got to be crammed up with that in front of you, it's going to be really unpleasant. I think a lot of people will go, you know what, it's not worth the trouble. Let's just go Virgin or Qantas.
Lyndsey, is it another reminder to pack as light as possible?
I think so, but I feel like this is going to cause so many fights on the plane as well. So I don't know, Jetstar, I hope it turns out well, but I have a sneaky suspicion it won't. A lot of angry people like James, right?
Yeah.
I'm furious.
Yeah. Indeed. Well, seats back in the upright position. Thanks for joining us, James and Lyndsey, this Wednesday.
Anytime. Thanks.